Hello YouTube, how you doing, Earthlings? Right, this is actually my third video on this subject, but I couldn't post up my other two videos because I was talking about something that I shouldn't really have been talking about. But anyway, right, my sword. As you can see, I've come on quite a long way with it, I think, since the last time you saw it. I put my handle on, so I did pretty much what I was going to do as I was explaining in the video. I coiled up loads of the roofing lead really tightly in there, and I put another sort of coil in here as well, and now I've got a sort of a balanced sword that's kind of more balanced towards the handle, so it will be better at sort of wielding the sword, as opposed to if you have a more weighty, you know, it's the weight, the point of balance is further up here, means you've got a heavier blade, and you're going to be exerting much more force when you hit something. But having a point, there is no actual perfect point of balance, just depends on what you want. But this is much more easy to wield. You know. It's extremely floppy and wobbly. As you can see, it's just really soft. And I expected that anyway. I've been flying it, throwing it about a little bit with my sword, and I've had a couple of little creaks and cracks coming from the super glue down here. And then I was polishing it once, and I heard a big crack coming down here for somewhere, but nothing seems to have come apart yet. But I wanted to, I've got a little bit here I've still got to finish off to show you my method of doing this. As you can see, I've got some quite thick glue lines. It's really not come out quite as well as I hoped it would have done. There's a much closer bit of gluing I've done here, but I needed some more clamps or something to hold it together, maybe. But it's going to stay together, and it's going to look like a metal sword, because it is a metal sword. It's just aluminium, and I've got a rattle in the handle as well. I think one of these bits of clay that I put in here just to sort of bulk it out a bit has come loose, so I might just drill a hole somewhere and pour and squirt some expanding foam in there. But I hate all this ornate handle, but it's the best I had, really. I mean, the thickness of this, it's just going to be such a big weight if that really was metal. All this fancy nonsense around here, all these little dots, and I hate all that. I have to get rid of a lot of it. And these in the version I see on eBay, the one that's more expensive, these have been these are gems here, and these are crosses as well. And this cross, I'm not going to move this hilt. I was going to cut that off and turn it around to the crosses like that, but I'm not going to bother doing that. These things, I'm not really sure what to do with them, to be honest, whether to take them off. But it does give you a good index of where your hand is, and it doesn't sort of hurt your hand at all. But they're just so pointless and unnecessary. This is all going to be painted up anyway, so I might just take all these off, and then in that way I will expose a big hole, and I'll be able to squirt me expanding foam in there and kill two birds with one stone, really. I can't have it rattling. I can't have a rattly sword. I can't have these stupid things on here either. I've crowned off the Made in China writing, and but yeah, I suppose I better just show you what my method is of doing this. Put the hand piece in. Right, I usually take my glasses off because I can't see close up. And also they don't, and I've got these safety specs as well, but which are a lot better than my glasses. So yeah, I'm just takes a long time, but I'm getting into a place where you might be able to see what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just winding down the aluminium. There's very little torque on these marathon motors as well, so that's why I can't really sort of press down that hard, because there's absolutely zero torque on these motors pretty much. So you just need to touch, press down slightly and it stops the handpiece. I want to get a Cavo K9, they're the best handpieces, I think. So you can see it takes it down at a reasonable speed. Takes it down at a reasonable speed. But yeah, there's many hours of grinding work in this sword. Centre line dialed in, and this gets rid of a lot of the super glue. Yeah, so basically I'll just do that and I'll go on to some sanding on the groove that I've created. Some 80 grit yeah, I'm just doing a centre line by eye as well, and it's coming out okay, I think. Yeah, so some 80 grit on there. Get rid of some of the deeper marks. I bet you don't get your hands covered in black working with steel as well, which is really dirty aluminium is. Right, and I've got all this kind of, I've got an 80, there's a 40 I would have started with, and I've got some 320, 180, but it's quite fine. And I was going down sort of the really fine sandpapers, and then getting on to a bit of water and a bit of this wire wool with a bit of cleaning stuff in there. But I've realised that just going straight to the rubber wheel from doing that is adequate. So this is just a flexible, well, it's sort of a semi-flexible rubber wheel that I have, and I can just go straight into the finishing. I've already been down the edge of this already, but I'll just do this little section actually just to sort of show you the sort of finish that I'm looking for. That, and then a bit of yeah, my foot controller died for this marathon handpiece, as well as a neighbour of mine put together this plug jobby on a power supply, so I can still change the speeds, but it's only got sort of 5 settings on it, but a bit of polish on there, and give the edge a real good buff. And this hasn't, I haven't actually polished that anywhere near. I think I will use the wire wool, because it does have a much nicer effect. But yeah, that hasn't quite polished up quite as well as I was hoping. The groove's okay, but it's just this area here that I'm not happy with. But you can see that it's a little bit of polish goes a long way. I mean, it's dulling down quite a lot without, I've got the part that I've already polished, it's getting very dirty. I don't know how I'm going to get around that. But yeah, my wobbly, no forge, aluminium, looks good for cosplay or hanging on the wall. Crusader sword, and also I've checked out. I thought it might be a bit too long for me to draw. I don't think it is. And then putting it back. So I'm going to have to make. I'll chop my hands off in half probably. I'm going to have to make a scabbard as well. But yeah, I think that's drawable, wearable, good size. Yeah. So there's my. I am going to get it finished very soon, and then I'll better start on my second shield. I'd also like to, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but make a chainmail coif, but I want to get hold of a padded, a head, sorry, it's a padded headpiece thingamajig. To make the coif over, because it's going to have to be padded if I want to do it correctly. And then the old nasal helmet, I want to buy just a basic nasal helmet, get from India. Yeah, I want to make my own chainmail. It's probably going to be aluminium and butted up joints. I'm not going to do anything fancy or too heavy or anything I'm not going to be able to use really, or play around. I might, in the long run, I may well just be doing an Orlando Bloom Kingdom of Heaven cosplay. So I've been told I look like Orlando Bloom, or Orlando Bloom looks like me, on more than one occasion by more than one person. I'm just an older version of him. Get rid of all my grey hair or dye my hair or something, dye my chin. Yeah, there's my Crusader sword. I don't know how it matches up to Orlando Bloom's sword, but it's definitely, I think it's long enough. Definitely long enough. I'll actually check on my computer died a while ago, yesterday. I didn't realise my CPU fan wasn't working. It was like beeping, telling me to turn it off, but I thought, oh, I'll just finish off this game because I won't save properly otherwise. And then the computer just shut down, and I'm waiting for a brand new CPU to come through. But I've got my spare PC that sounds like Concord taking off. But yeah, I can't really. Yeah, I had a couple of other bits of bad news. One of them was bad news that I shouldn't have talked about, but it's okay now, I suppose. But it's my mum. She had suspected norovirus, and she's 83 years old, and she's just been put in hospital, and they found out now it's not norovirus. It's still very, very bad. It's kidney. Was it kidney? Liver. Liver ulcers or kidney ulcers? Liver ulcers, it must be liver ulcers. Yeah, so they thought she had norovirus and a really bad bladder infection. I don't know if she's got the bladder infection still, but she's not doing too well, to be honest. And also one of my cats, Rosie, the older cat, my tabby tortoiseshell one. She's either gone or going blind, so yeah, it's not a great time of my life to be in at the moment. Arthritis have only just cleared up enough for me to be able to do a get well card for my mum. But it's still really painful here. But